Hey Northwest, I'm Kaylin.
And I'm Kentor.
And you're watching The Paul.
We are The Paul, we bring in this to y'all.
Yeah.
Here is this beat, got something new every week. Athletics, clubs, academies too.
Okay.
Now let's go on and show it to you.
Welcome back. We hope everybody had a great and relaxing break and is ready to own a second semester.
Before we get started, we want to shout out some Cougars who are already making moves this semester.
Congratulations to Veba Mahajan, who was named a delegate for the United States Senate Youth Program. Veba will join Senator Roger Wicker and Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith as one of the two Mississippi delegates during the 60th annual USSYP Washington Week, which will be held virtually in March. She will also receive a $10,000 scholarship. Ben Curry was also named the alternate for the program.
We also want to congratulate DECA on an incredible showing at the district conference last week. There were 6 first-place winners, 6 second-place winners, and 2 third-place winners, and 1 fourth-place winner. All these students move on to the state conference next month.
The NWR Thespians also had a great showing at the Mississippi Theater Association State Festival last weekend. The theater makers finished in the top of several categories and won runner-up Best Production of their own act, Icarus. With that, these students earned a trip to the national competition in Memphis in March.
Sound like these students made New Year's resolutions this late second semester. What do you think?
Sounds like it. Let's look and see what other New Year's resolutions the students and teachers of Northwest made.
To win the state championship.
Yes, sir. Be healthy.
Go to the gym more.
Read the Bible more. Make better grades.
To drink more water.
As you know, Monday was the national holiday that commemorates the life and the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King, the birthday of the great civil rights leader that have became a day where people serve the community and look for ways to continue the work he started.
We, here at The Paul, want to remember the words of Dr. King's most famous speech. We declare dreams that have come true and dreams we as a nation are still working towards today.
Together with Northwest Speak, we want to remember some of the great words of the speech and check it out.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood.
I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice.
I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, one day, right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers.
I have a dream today.
I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together.
This is our hope, and this is the faith I go back to the South with.
With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day.
And this will be the day. This will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with new meaning. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom
ring.
Now, let's take a look at how the Cougars are making moves in athletics with
Sports Talk.
Thanks, guys. I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Caleb.
And this is Sports Talk.
We are entering the final stretch in basketball season, and both the boys and the girls have their sights on a spot in the district playoffs. The girls are 9-11 and 2-1 in district play. They have won 4 of their last 5, including wins over district opponents Terry and Warren Central, and win over Holmes County Central in the Rumble in the South tournament last Saturday. Congratulations to Endea Robinson for being named MVP of that game with a double-double, 14 points and 12 rebounds. The Cougars are on the road at Terry tonight before hosting Murrah and district foe Pearl next week.
Soccer entered its final week of the regular season this week. Both teams played a rescheduled match against Clinton last night and will play at Terry tonight. The boys are 18-0-1 and undefeated in district play. They'll host Pascagoula on Tuesday in the first round of the playoffs. The girls are 15-1-2 and will host D'Albertville in the first round of the playoffs.
Both boys and girls bowling wrapped up their regular season this week against Richland. They will compete in the regional tournament next Friday to play for a spot in the state tournament. The top 2 teams of regionals will advance to state.
Finally, we want to congratulate both the NWR cheerleaders and Cougarettes in their showings of their respective state competitions. The cheerleaders finished second in the large varsity game day competition and will compete in the UCA Nationals in Orlando in February. The Cougarettes placed third in Jazz at state and will also head to the UCA Nationals in Orlando in February.
I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Hannah.
And
we're on the NWR girls golf team.
Chipping is what you do whenever you're trying to get the ball closest to the hole. It's a half swing.
Now we're going to do a drive, which is a long distance tee shot intended to get closer to the hole.
Putting is a small shot intended to make it closest to the hole.
Unfortunately, Kaylin did not make the team. There are no spots available. Sorry.
Well, that's all we have for this edition of Sports Talk. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Kaylee.
And you've been watching Sports Talk.
Back to you guys.
Sports are just a small part of the opportunity to get involved at Northwest Rankin. There are so many clubs and organizations to join.
That's right. Today we wanted to take a look at some of the newer and lesser known clubs at the school. Let's learn a little bit more about the Equestrian Club, the Charcuterie Club, and the Literacy Lab.
It's not hard to get plugged in at Northwest Rankin. There are so many clubs and organizations to be a part of, from FCA to Mu Alpha Theta to SWORD. There are so many ways to be involved, but did you know about these lesser-known clubs? The Northwest Rankin Equestrian Club started about 3 years ago, but had a slow start because of COVID. The barn owners of Shenandoah Stables wanted to start a club for students in the area they called Miss Reisinger, who keeps her horse at their barn.
We do anything related to horses. We groom them, clean them, wash the mud off of them in the winter, and we learn about their care, their health, how to clean their feet, how to take care of their feet, and we ride. We learn how to ride. We learn about all the disciplines of riding, English riding. Hadn't done Western riding yet, but we can. And we meet every Tuesday at the barn down here, not too far down the road from the school off of Vine Drive.
Students can also start their own clubs, get an idea, present it to an administrator for approval, and once you're approved, you're ready to get started. That's what Madison Keys and her friends did when they started the Charcuterie Club.
The Charcuterie Club, we learn about fine dining, we learn about etiquette, we learn about charcuterie, food pairings, and the history of charcuterie. And eventually, in February, we're going to have a project for Valentine's Day.
There are also ways to volunteer by tutoring through National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, and the brand new Literacy Club.
Whether it's help on an essay they're working on, or generating ideas for a piece of work, or a scholarship application, we're here to help and assist any students in our school. Also, if students are struggling with finding text that they're interested in reading or looking for a specific text that they need for a paper or an assignment, we're also here to help with those avenues.
The Literacy Lab is open to all students during 0 block on A days and 4th block on B days in the Media Center. To make an appointment, email Ms. Christian at cindy.christian@rcsd.ms or scan the QR code on the screen or on any posters around the school. For a list of all clubs and organizations at Northeast Rankin, visit the Activities tab under the NWR homepage. This is Kaylee Caruth reporting for the Paw. Back to you guys.
Well, that's all we have for this week.
Be sure to follow all our social medias.
Our episodes come out every Friday morning on our YouTube channel.
I'm Kentor.
And I'm Kaylin.
And you've been watching The
Paw. Congratulations to Vaibabi Mahajan, who was named a delegate for the United States.
Thanks, guys. I'm Kaylee. Oh, I'm Anchor 2.
I'm 2.
Wait, what? Oh, I'm 1. I was right. Okay.